Hey guys, it's Marielle. You know what today is. It's Wednesday, midweek TV show review. You already know what I'm going to ask you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel. Become a part of the family of the Friday Night Lights movie review and midweek TV show review. Please follow me on my other social media accounts. That information will be in the description bar below. Share this video with your friends, with your family. Just sharing is caring. And also, if this is your first time coming to the channel, the content is all in the description bar. You can check out all the other videos thus far. And so, let's get to it. I do apologize with the no makeup. It's allergy season, and no, I wasn't going to do that today. But I do like my little beautiful butterfly earrings. And I got new hair, guys. Trying to do something else. But that's beside the point. So the TV show that we're going to be continuing with the midweek TV show review is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is episode 2 that we're going to be reviewing. I'm going to try something new today. We're going to start off with the reaction of the episode. Then we're going to do the review. And we all know what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the positives and the negatives, and then the end result, the end reaction, and yeah, let's just have some fun with it. So, let's just dig in. We all know The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, starring Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan. Anthony Mackie plays the Falcon, Sebastian Stan plays the Winter Soldier, or Bucky Barnes, and Sam Wilson for Anthony Mackie's character. I really did enjoy this episode, okay? So we're going to start off with the reaction. I was watching some interviews with Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan and asking them their opinions on how they felt, how the show was going to go, how it's going to be with the fans, especially coming off of Endgame, the Avengers Endgame. And they did touch on that most of these episodes were going to be talking about the current climate that is going on in the world as far as racism goes, as far as stereotyping and things of that nature. And with that being said, I thought this episode really did touch on what's going on in the world right now. I mean, obviously not what's currently going on, because we do have a lot of Asian hate and everybody else out there who's doing that, calling it the whatever coronavirus. Y'all are all assholes, and that's just my stand. Stop beating up on these Asian people, especially grandmas out here. Like, what's wrong with y'all? But I digress. Anyway, so there will be spoilers in this. I'm sorry, because of the reaction. So there's a scene where right when Bucky and Sam meet, Bucky goes to check on Sam. He's about to go out with Red Wing, his little birdie that Iron Man gave him, and seek out what the first episode was about, these super soldiers and why are they so strong. And Bucky's just really upset that Sam didn't take up the mantle of being Captain America and that he gave away the shield. And so now there's a new Captain America, which on my reaction, I don't like him. That could be biased because of Steve Rogers, the character, Chris Evans. I don't even think it's Chris Evans, even though we love him. It just don't feel right to me. Like, Steve Rogers, he was the all-American boy. We all know that he stood on justice, on peace and equality and everything, and he ain't giving me that line, like, I already don't like how he approached Bucky and Sam. Like, yes, good on you, you helped us, because they was getting their ass beat and they actually did need their help, and that's all good, and But like, you trying to get people on your side and you gonna call Anthony Mackie, oh, I'm a mean Steve Rogers wingman. Like, what the fuck you think this is? Like, I'm a whole G out here on my own. You feel me? Like, you don't even know the vibe. You don't know the vibe, and you didn't even ask about the vibe. You know what I mean? And then, already Bucky, you ain't having it. Deuces, y'all are punks. I don't like y'all, and I'm with Bucky. Okay, Sam was trying to give them a little benefit of the doubt, but then he had to ruin it with the whole, his right wingman. Like, I'm some motherfucking sidekick. Like, I ain't out here in these streets putting shit together. But that is my reaction to the episode. The first 10 minutes, like I said, I'm not really feeling the new Captain America. And the fact that he was like, I'm not trying to be Steve Rogers, which is cool, and I get that, and that's great on you, because if you try to be him, you're just gonna fail. And he said, I'm not trying to replace Captain America. And it's like, bro, my guy, you replaced Captain America. You're the new Captain America. Ergo, you replaced him. So, yeah, that's my reaction to it. I love that they touched on things that are going on, and I'll just talk about those in the positive part of this video. So, anyway, my bad. The reaction is, I loved it. I didn't like the approach that Captain America, the new Captain America, which is, his last name is Walker. I can't remember what his first name is. I don't know, man. But they call him Walker, and that's what I remember. I just don't like his approach. I don't like how his sidekick approached everything. Like, he's not a right, you ain't out here saying that you were right wingman to Walker, the new Captain America, but Sam is, the Falcon is the sidekick. I don't get it. I don't get that. So both the characters, the first 10 minutes, we could have went past it, but after that 10 minutes, it was nonstop action. I liked it. I liked the dialogue. I liked the chemistry that Sam and Bucky have. It's amazing. You can automatically tell that Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie, they're truly friends, and obviously we know that. We've seen all of the interviews with them. They just are super duper bros. They have that great bromance that everybody be calling it. I just liked how they approached everything. I like how Bucky understood where Sam was coming from a little bit, and I think that that's what they're going to keep rolling on in these next episodes. So far we have 4 episodes to go, which I already can tell just by my reaction on this second episode that I'm going to be tight as hell with 6 episodes. But that is my reaction. You guys tell me what you thought about it in the comments, please. Come on, let's talk about this. So here are the positive things that I liked about the episode number 2. First one, I liked the part where Bucky tells Sam, like, look, we can try to get ahead of this. We can try to find out why it's happening. So, like I said, there's spoilers. So now that we're in episode 2, Bucky and Sam know that the guys, the with the red palm, they are trying to fight to get the world to go back when it was the 5-year blip. They say one world, one people, but come on, we all know that's bullshit. Y'all out here killing people, y'all out here hurting people, and you talking about you want one world, one people. That's not what you want. What you really want is you want the people that are in power not to be in power anymore. And don't get me wrong, I understand they're worrying more about the people who are coming back versus the people that were there. And my thing is with that, that's an obvious thing. You gotta understand, if you disappeared for 5 years, don't know where the frick you went because you wasn't dead technically, and then you come back after 5 years, these people are gonna really need some counseling. I mean, don't get me wrong, the people that stayed and saw their loved ones and their friends disappear, everybody need counseling, everybody's gonna need therapy, yes, but they have to be reacclimated. If you left at 15 and you come back 5 years later, in your mind, you're still 15, your body is still 15, your mentality, everything is still 15, but to the world, you're fucking 20 years old. That's heavy. You know what I mean? You come back and your grandma was 80 and you gone for 5 years and she passed away 85, that's heavy. So I don't get that whole group talking about one world, one people. That's not what you want. You want the freedom of what happened, pre-blip. Niggas is out there, whatever. So anyway, positive. Bucky takes Sam to meet this guy named Isaiah. And Isaiah was also a super soldier like Bucky. And he was sent to kill Bucky. He ripped his arm off. And Bucky just respected it because he's like, yo, this is another guy like me whose life was torn apart by this government experiment by making super soldiers. So as they were going, there's this little boy that says, hey, it's the Black Falcon. And Sam says, no, it's just Falcon. The little boy says, well, my daddy said you're the Black Falcon. So Sam says to him, so are you the black kid? And that's where it starts to develop that, okay, this may be the reason why Sam didn't want to keep the shield. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't want to become Captain America, the new Captain America. That's the positive that I'm taking out of this, is that we're seeing, like, he's talking about the current climate. Like, this little boy is calling me the Black Falcon. His father is telling him to call me the Black Falcon. That means if I have taken this stance of becoming the new Captain America, y'all are not going to call me Captain America. Y'all going to say, oh, it's Sam Wilson, the Black Captain America. And Sam is like, yo, it should just be Captain America. You don't see them calling Walker the new white Captain America. And I like that's where they're going with it. It's like bringing real live shit into this character, because we all know it didn't really get touched on in the movies. With Isaiah, the Bucky's fellow super soldier, he was like, you got pardoned and I got sent to jail for 30 years for doing my job, for thinking that I'm serving my country. And do you see the difference? You don't know what it feels like. You this white dude who gets pardoned by the president. I'm this black man who should have been pardoned too, but I had to go to jail for 30 years. Like, I'm feeling the way the episodes are developing. No, I don't think they're going to constantly stay on these subjects, but it is something that needs to be spoken about. And I really, really, really like that they're doing it. I really like it. They're not approaching it corny or like, here we go to the black people. Here's your homage. We're going to talk about the current climate that's going on with you. And it's not like that. It's happening every day, and they're slowly but surely bringing it to the surface. And I really enjoyed that. I mean, also when Bucky and Sam were arguing in the middle of the street, he's like, you don't know what it feels like. Why didn't you tell me? He said, did Steve know about it? He didn't. Bucky just said he didn't want him to go through anything else. And I kind of understand that, but I think Bucky felt some type of way when he said it out loud. And then here comes these cops. Again, touching on the current climate. They're ready to shoot Sam, asking Bucky, hey, is this man bothering you? When you really want to say, is this black guy bothering you? Because black men are aggressive and they can't be talking to our fellow white boys. And Bucky was like, no. He's like, we're having a conversation. I'm not giving, and Sam's like, I'm not going to give you my ID. F y'all. And it took Bucky to say, you don't know who this man is, for another cop to whisper in that guy's ear and say, yo, he's part of the Avengers. And then it's like, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. Like, bro, he don't got this huge mask on his face where we can't tell who the freak he is. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But anyway, I like it. That's one of the great positives. The second positive that I really, really loved about this episode is all the action. I like how every episode, and I know I'm saying every episode, there's only 2, but I enjoy that each episode, like I said in my first review, it's done like a movie. Like, we have like the beginning, the intra-middle parts of the movie, then we have the middle, then we have the end, but it gives you a story, you know what I mean? So I like that they just didn't, we seen the super soldiers and we didn't know who they were. here we go into the second episode, and we finally get to understand who they are. We finally understand they're stealing medicines and trying to make more super soldiers so they can take over the world. I really enjoyed that action. I really enjoyed the dialogue and how they explained it to us, and it didn't bore us and send us like, okay, we can fast forward through this part. It was also action going on in the midst of them explaining who these guys are. And I'm really sorry, they do have a name, and my brain is not with me right now, and I cannot for the life of me think of the name. But third positive is the chemistry between Bucky and Sam. Even when they were at the therapist, when they were on the plane, and you could just tell the chemistry. You can tell that Sam, is him and Bucky, they cool. They cool, but they both got their own little demons that are eating away at them. But at the end of the day, he gonna ride for Bucky, and Bucky gonna ride for him. And I like that they're still continuing that relationship that they're building. And I like the therapy sessions, this last one in particular, because Sam said, Bucky told Sam, like, if you don't want to take up the mantle and you don't want to do this, and Steve was wrong about you, that means he was wrong about me. Talking about, Bucky, you can be redeemed. Redemption is something that you can attain. And I like that they're keeping that fashion into this show. Like, again, I said in the first review, I love that it's a continuation from Endgame. I love that it's a continuation from the 5-year blip. I love that we're seeing more about Bucky. We're understanding him more. We're understanding Sam. I just love that. Those are like the hugest positives that I have about this episode. To be honest, I don't really have anything negative to say. Okay, if this is a negative, I'm mad that it's not more episodes. I'm mad that it's only 6 episodes. I really didn't think that I was going to enjoy The Falcon and the Winter Soldier as a mini series. I'm like, okay, this is something that definitely should have been a movie. I was wrong about that. I definitely am enjoying episode to episode. And again, I'm enjoying that they're not giving it all to us at once so we can binge watch it, so we just kind of miss that excitement and that anticipation that comes along with waiting every week for a new episode. So, I mean, it's a negative, but it's not a negative, you know what I mean? I wish it was more episodes, and who knows what's going to happen because of the successes of WandaVision and clearly the success of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that they may try to reconfigure something else. We'll just see in the future what Marvel got up their sleeves. So, I think I have more positives, and my reaction, like I said, there was really no negatives to talk about except that it is only 6 episodes long. I really like everything about this. Marvel is showing us, like, we don't gotta have this 2-hour, 3-hour movie to blow y'all minds, and Marvel is really doing their thing. I'm trusting and believing that every time they say they're coming out with something, it's going to be dope. They have not let me down yet. They haven't let me down yet, and I'm pretty sure you guys like it too. Hopefully you guys got Disney Plus and you guys are checking out the series, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You guys, you just gotta watch it. I mean, the action is there, the scripting is there, the visuals are there, the cinematography is there, the chemistry between every single character, it's there. Even with the therapist with Bucky, we already know the tension that's brewing up with Bucky and Sam and Walker, who's the new Captain America, and his sidekick. So, I mean, Battlestar, what he calls himself. So, it's all there. The recipe that they're cooking up, it's amazing, and they keep pushing it out, and it's just a dope series so far. And I really don't foresee that these next 4 episodes are going to be any different. I think they're going to blow our minds. I think it's going to want us wanting them to come back and give us more of Bucky and Sam, the way they left us feeling for more WandaVision, who's now Scarlet Witch, and Vision, who's now the White Vision. I don't know what they're calling him, but they having us fiend out over here for more. I really think you guys should take a look, watch the series, then come back. I do apologize about the spoilers. Do come back, let's talk about it. Hit me up in the comment section, or even hit me up on Instagram at Mariel Shauna Photography, or Twitter, same name, or on Facebook, Mariel Waters. Let's just talk about it. Let's become fandoms together with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And so that is it for me, guys. I love you. Thank you for always tuning in, liking my content. I will keep pulling it out for you guys. So I will see you guys on Friday. I'm not sure what the next movie is going to be. I know I put up that it's going to be The Run, but it may be something different. You guys are just going to have to wait and see. And again, I will see you guys on Friday. Love you guys.